Health Warriors, Nancy Smorch here, and today is Health Warrior Wednesday. Today I wanted to do part 2 in the series on sugar. Last week I talked about how Americans tend to eat way too much sugar, and this week I wanted to give you some strategies on how to take away sugar from your diet. But actually, rather than even saying take sugar out of your diet, because typically when you take something away from yourself, it doesn't work. What I want to focus on today is adding things in, and that is called crowding out, because by adding the things I'm going to talk about into your diet, you're going to decrease your cravings for sugar and you're going to actually crowd the sugar content out of your diet. So number one thing that you should add in, water. Drink more water. Keep track of how much water you drink now, and you'll probably find you don't drink enough. Just start drinking more water, and what you're going to find is your energy levels are going to go up, your brain is going to think more clearly, and the more water is going to help flush out the toxins out of your system, and your sugar cravings are going to also decrease. If you don't like to drink water, or you don't like the flavor of water, maybe try cutting up some fresh vegetables or fruit and letting it sit in the water for a while, like some lemons, some oranges, some cucumbers, some berries, something like that. Or like I talked in a previous episode, you can add some essential oils. I like to add peppermint, fennel's a really good one, and maybe even lemon. So the number 2 thing that you can add into your diet is good quality fats, like olive oil. Get a good quality olive oil, and you can add that into salads for like a salad dressing. I like to use it, drizzle it on my salad with some sea salt. I'll take some scrambled eggs when I make them, and I'll drizzle olive oil on top of that. I'll use it when I saute vegetables. I'll drizzle it on top of that. It's a great way to get some more fat into the diet. A lot of people are afraid to eat fat because they're afraid that fat's going to make them fat. That's not the case. We need fat. Our body's made up of fat. Our brain is made up of a large percentage of fat. We need it to think clearly, and we need it for energy. And you'll find that just adding even a little bit of fat is going to make you feel full and give you that satisfied feeling, and then you're not going to be as likely to reach for the sweet treats. Another good fat to add is coconut oil. And make sure you get like an extra virgin organic coconut oil, a really good quality oil. And I like to saute my vegetables in that because it has a high smoke point. So it's safe to heat it up to a higher level. I'll also add that to some oatmeal or smoothies. I'll take like a tablespoon and blend it in with my smoothies to get the extra fat that way. Some people like to add it to their bulletproof coffee. And another fat that is really good is butter. I know you probably heard a lot about butter. Adding that to your diet. If you're gonna add butter to your diet, please make sure it's a good quality butter. Make sure it's pasture. It comes from pastured cows like Kerrygold, or an organic, again, pastured source. Obviously you can put butter on your vegetables. You can put it in your coffee. You can put it, I like to cook some of my, like sometimes an egg in there or some vegetables. We go through a ton of butter here. Another good quality oil or fat to add is MCT oil. That is what I add to, it's called medium chain triglyceride. I will add that to the bulletproof coffee as well. Avocados, another great fat to add. I'll chop them up, add them to salads. I'll add them on top of vegetable sautés, stir fries, just about anything. Some people put them in their smoothies. I haven't done that yet, but some people like it. Another good fat that you can add are nuts and seeds. Walnuts, great source of fat, good for the brain. Hazelnuts. I actually have a mix that I make out of pecans, walnuts, almonds, cashews, with some dark chocolates and coconuts. And I'll take that when I travel. I've mentioned that before, it's been a lifesaver. Another good fat, nut butter. A lot of people don't eat peanut butter because they might have allergic reactions to it, or someone in their family does. There are other kinds of nut butters, almond, cashews, pecan even I've seen. And this one happens to be a combination of a bunch of those. So there you have it. Try this out give yourself a week or two add them in and see what happens to your sugar cravings and consumption. I pretty much guarantee that they will go down. Let me know if you try it and how it works for you. And we will see you next week on Health Warrior Wednesday.